Hey, this is Jack from BCO Farm. I wanted to do a little walkthrough of the Swale project. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so I thought it was time to catch up. It's been a hot summer with a lot of rain, a little unusual for here. Usually we deal with drought. Everything's growing, of course, including some things I don't really want, but one thing you notice is a lot of little sweet gum trees. Quite a few of them. Normally I would work a little harder to keep them out, but they grow fast, but they're also really easy to cut, so I'm looking at those like a source of biomass. Once they get a little larger, I'll just cut them down and let them compost or even run them through the chipper. Right there is a small fig tree that I didn't think was going to make it last year. There's another fig tree. There's my cardboard pile for sheet mulching. Just your average suburban front yard. Luckily I don't have to adhere to any of those HOA rules here. Here's the pond. It's doing okay. I've had to fill it very little this summer because we've had enough rain. I don't know if you can see this, but right over on the far edge to the right of that overflow pipe are the goldfish. If I get too much closer, they'll probably get scared away. But yeah, you can see them in there. There's my little garden area that produced some squash, tomatoes, and cucumbers earlier before it kind of petered out. Over here, got some grasses growing. I thought about working harder to keep these down, but I would have to say I'm probably using Mark Shepard's stun method, sheer total utter neglect. I just throw a lot of stuff out and see what does well and what doesn't. And what I've discovered is, for example, here you've got some blackberries. Deer, maybe rabbits, but I suspect mostly deer love the blackberry leaves, but for some reason they don't touch the raspberries, and raspberries are really good, so I'm okay with it. That's one of the small pawpaw trees. There's a red bud. So the raspberries have grown all over, and we got a really nice little crop of them in the spring. They're supposed to produce twice a year. I'm waiting to see if that's really going to happen. But raspberries are fine with me. I accidentally discovered one day what I guess every French chef knows, that raspberries and chocolate go together really well. They know what they're talking about. Some of the honey locust trees are doing real well. I'm still keeping them caged because the deer like them, so I'm hoping they can eventually get tall enough to be above the deer browse line. Here's a couple cherry trees that the deer just will not allow to survive. But the peaches are doing great. I mean, these peaches were 2-foot bare root trees 2.5 years ago, and now they're just gone crazy in this environment. Some of the trees in the lower swale not doing quite as well, but we'll see. There's another pawpaw in my shadow. More peach trees. That's another small red bud. Turns out apparently deer really like plum trees because they have just destroyed all 4 of these. In the background is the fig. There's another honey locust. This fig is actually producing. We've eaten several figs off this tree, and it really hadn't done that much. And then 2.5 years in the swale environment, and it's grown tremendously. This little fig has had 1.5 years in it. I'm expecting a lot more growth next year. And then over here are the 2 fig trees they were really, really small trees 2.5 years ago, and they've just about caught the older fig tree. Here's some figs that, oh yeah. Generally around here, I have to eat them before they're completely ripe. Oh, that's good. That's so good. I haven't had any luck getting more wood chips lately. I've been trying, but not so many so far. Oh, that fig's good. Sorry. So, that's just to give you an idea how things are doing. This winter, I guess a couple months when all the leaves drop, I'll be getting in here and cleaning some of this up. Just keep advantaging the things we want and disadvantaging the things we don't. I always collect a lot of oak leaves and use them in the environment. But it just gives you an idea. It's with all this rain, things are grown quite a bit. So we're hoping that next year we get more fruit. This year we got a few fruit on some of the trees, but not a whole lot of production. But the hope is that next year it increases, and with as many fruit trees as we have, we don't have to get a whole lot of production out of every tree to make it worthwhile. So, just a quick update on how things are going. Until next time, this has been Jack from BCO Farm. Thanks for watching.